I was so fearful, as I mentioned to you before my first birth. And there's a fear of being out of control, of not being able to navigate the process, not knowing what to do. And when giving birth, there are the things that we can control and the things that we can't control. And so, really, if you want to be in control when you're giving birth, there's an indirect way that you can be in control of your birth experience, your body, and your physiology. So, what you can control when you give birth is your state of mind and your internal hormonal cocktail. What's going on in your body? Is there a lot of adrenaline, a lot of fear, cortisol, stress hormones that are going to send that message that there's danger, we're in a danger zone, it's not safe to give birth? Or is there just a whole lot of oxytocin, love hormone floating around there, and so much beta endorphin, which is such powerful epidural that your body makes, which is really as strong as morphine, right? So what's going on in your body, how you feel affects the hormones, is going to be, that's going to, you can determine what hormones are released in your body. And by determining, by being in control of your internal physiological, hormonal, mental, and emotional state, right? Because those are all connected. You are going to affect your birth process, right? You're not in control of when your body gives birth. Your body knows when it has to give birth. Your baby knows when their birthday is. And there's nothing that you can do to impose. A due date is actually, something that can be accurate, but it can also be a guess, which can be off a little bit, right? So we don't want to get stuck on, my due date's past, why am I not giving birth? And what we want to do is, what you want to do is create the conditions that are going to make that birth happen. And that's what you can control. So you can't control the hour when your body's going to decide and your baby's going to be like, okay, it's time, let's do this. It's time to, be born. And what you can control is creating an environment that supports that process so that when it is time to give birth, that process will go so easily and so smoothly and so beautifully and wonderfully. That's what you can do. And that's how you can control your birth, by controlling your state of being, your emotional state, your physical state, your hormonal state. You have a direct effect on that. And that is actually what determines your birth experience. So if you want to be in control of your birth process, what you're going to want to learn to control is your physiology. And that's exactly what we can teach you to do. And I've been, so grateful and so blessed to have helped hundreds of women learn how to do just that, and coming up against so many different things that can happen in birth, which are actually beyond our control. There's always that control that you have of your body and your physiology and how you feel and what hormones are being released. And when you do that, any experience, anything that happens can be turned around and can really become part of a beautiful birth experience and make it so much easier for you postpartum as well. And bonding with your baby and recovering from birth. These are the things, that mothers share with me. And mothers who have had so many different birth experiences have been so empowered to deal with anything that's come up and to stay in control by learning how to work with their body and their physiology and create an internal state, which is what I call an oxytocin response, a loving response, just a loving internal environment, which moves the birth forward, because oxytocin is the hormone that moves the birth forward, that creates contractions. So I want to teach you how to do that. And I want to invite you to join a really special WhatsApp group that I put together with a wonderful student and colleague of mine, Diana Dill. Please click on the link below this video in the description and join us in that WhatsApp group. And you are going to be invited to join us on a very special live Zoom session. I'm really looking forward to connecting with you and teaching you how to control your birth and how to control your internal environment so that your birth moves forward in the smoothest and happiest, most loving and joyful way possible. I'll see you in the group. Click on that link below in the description. Bye for now.